Bernie or Harris? Harris, of course. Amazing. Do you see the rallies Harris is doing all throughout the country right now? Harris is killing it right now, bro. Harris is making me happy. Whoopsies. Gotta change this. Free. Yeah. Cool. What's his name? That seems right. Politics, politics, politics. What is good politically? She does need to get active. No, Kamala is not good politics. She's not good at politics very much. At least when it comes to diverse audiences of ideologies. She lacks a lot of intangibles that you need right now. What is this? Huh. That's good. Late. It doesn't matter if I'm late. YouTube Shorts doesn't work anymore. It doesn't work at all. What am I even doing out here? My average viewing time is like 10 times what it usually is. 4 viewers still on the YouTube Shorts. Crazy. I'm not really sure what to do about that. What's a better... Capitol Hill goes to war over Kilmar Garcia. Was YouTube made in 2008?
Tim Walz was booed yesterday by veterans during an event where he was rallying to help protect veteran services. And I have to say, I watched this and I was a little upset, but I was also so proud of the way that he handled this. Imagine if any Republican were to get this type of pushback from their constituents.
Well, Republicans can't handle tough conversations. Like, that's one of their worst downsides is Republicans cannot handle tough conversations. They run away from every tough conversation you could possibly have. That's why they want to ban words.
But Tim Walz handled it really gracefully. And here it is.
Well, jeez.
Thank you all. Thank you all. Well.
Whoa. Is this stream public or is it?
Well, welcome to the Capitol. It's great that you're all. Sir, you're welcome to come. Let me finish. Let me finish and vote.
Hey, sir, he doesn't have fucking votes, sir. Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh, hey, there's some passion in the building, which is a good thing.
So I love that because like Donald Trump will literally just throw people out who have the slightest bit of disagreement.
You're stupid. How dare you answer that? How dare you ask me that question? You're stupid. You're not allowed here anymore. You're not allowed here anymore. You're stupid. How dare you ask me that question? That's completely logical. I'm not going to answer that. I'm a genius.
And Tim Walz not only was willing to hear them out, but he also was said, hey, you have every right to be here, and I love the passion that you have. And what is really surprising about this is that one reporter said that afterwards, after he kept speaking, many of the veterans who originally booed him were on his side.
Let me finish.
Walz allowed the hecklers to have their say.
A big thing is going to be how the real world is a thing. Usually when the conversation turns towards more reality-based conversations, then liberals do better. But once they cut services and all that kind of stuff, they switch over to being liberals more so. I guess you just gotta wait and see what happens with the ideologies and how they flow. Hello, Jolah. Drop a like on the stream. The YouTube Shorts is dead. The YouTube Shorts algorithm has been dead for weeks now. So I don't know if I can get actual callers. The speeches Tim Walz gave when he was a member of Congress. I don't know. I feel like the weakest people of society are in charge right now. The weakest people in society. People afraid of tough conversations. They're afraid of doing their own homework. They're afraid of doing anything to improve themselves or understand things better. Here, let me try this title. On El Salvador. I think this works.
Then went on to talk about how he plans to continue fighting for veterans.
There's some passion in the building, which is a good thing. We're going to have a debate, but I've made it clear. I will compromise with you on the budget. I will not compromise in the space of the veterans issues. We are going to fund them.
We impeach him now? Interesting question. Do we impeach Donald Trump now? Do we impeach him? Probably not. Impeachment doesn't like... right now, impeachment... Oh, crap. What's going on here? Impeachment's not going to hit where it hurts, to be honest. It really is just a raw battle of political power and propaganda. At this point, 100% propaganda in the truest sense of the word. Manipulation on a grand scale, social engineering, everything like that. The actual facts, hopefully they come around. But impeachment, it only matters if it gets you political points. I would not impeach Donald Trump right now because, that's not going to hurt Trump. He thrives in environments that get really complicated in politics because people don't understand politics. You need very simple arguments. And right now, he's not going to be removed. If he was removed, I don't think he would leave. But regardless, you cannot weigh down the current conversation in a convoluted political process like impeachment, or it's not going to hit nearly as hard as it can be. The attack can be much more effective if you stay outside of the political process and make more emotional appeals and tell the stories of all the people Trump is screwing over and getting communities to come together. Having a message about building things and a new vision for America, a new vision, and impeachment's not going to hit any of those key points. There's 0 point to do something like that unless if it's performative in a good way. And right now, that performance would not get us any wins. So no, we should not impeach Donald Trump. Even if they win the House, it does not matter that much. I think making more grand displays of influence and showing yourself as a strong political messenger is more important right now. Much more important. Let's see if we get some people in here, hopefully, eventually. Please drop a like. We'll see if we can get the algorithm moving. If not, I don't know what to do, because I usually take calls, but it's really not structured. If the algorithm continues to not work, I'm gonna really need to focus in on making videos and doing TikToks, and things that I can catch in the algorithm. Trump needs to be set to El Salvador, probably. El Salvador, tariffs, corruption. Like, if I do it like this, then I don't know.
Where they need to be.
The governor was able to mollify the crowd by reminding veterans of what his administration has done to fund veterans' homes and other services. One veteran we talked to wasn't surprised by the reaction.
You prefer AOC over Bernie. That's a style thing. Bernie Sanders, if you don't like him, maybe you don't like old, angry men, but like they're pretty similar. Both came from New York, right? Pretty much. And have a working class background. Both are really authentic. Don't take any money from big donors. I'd say AOC can connect better with people that would watch The View, for example. So AOC connects on a more broad scale. Do H3 drama. I'll put it on my video title. H3. Is it H3? H3? Is that what it is? Yeah, I don't know. I did not watch that content cop thing about Hassan or whoever. What's up, duders? Nothing's up. We don't have any callers. I don't know what my channel is if I don't have any callers. I usually just get on here and hope the algorithm finds me people to talk to. But no one's finding me people. It's not finding me people. It's not doing it.
A little bit of the boos are normal and stuff. You know, we have divided politics in Minnesota, but you know, he ran for vice president. What do you expect and stuff? And they still disagree.
Governor, the reaction to some of the boos that you got out there and some of the heckling.
Yeah, and some of the thank you, and this guy wanted to go brawl, help me brawl the guy. Look, that's what they're going to do. These folks come here, but they're going to have reality. Some of these guys voted for what's happening in PA, and they don't like it.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that they're mad at him over really this like right-wing smear about his military record. He never served in combat. By the way, neither did J.D. Vance. And that's what they're really mad about. But the second that he reminds them whose side he's on, which is the side of the veterans, they calm down a little bit. Tim Walz also made news.
Yeah, when you talk about logical things, they calm down. Because they're emotional dipshits and they get mad over dumb shit. Really the whole moral of the story. The whole moral of the story, brother.
A couple of weeks ago when he made fun of Elon Musk because...
Yeah, A1 teachers in every classroom. That's really beautiful. I mean, are they actual robots? They have to be actual robots. How about Bill Maher? Bill Maher, oof.
If Democrats really want to die on the hill of bringing back plane loads of criminal, illegal alien gang members...
But you haven't proven that they're criminals.
Please,
that's the problem.
Be my guest.
Honestly, like, look, I will be the first one...
Please, being brown is enough to know that they're criminals. They are brown with tattoos, and they are Chicago Bulls fans. No one who, in their 30s and 40s, is a Chicago Bull fan. Who? No one. No one, bro. It's not like every barbershop I go to, whether Dominican, whether black, whether whatever, every Puerto Rican, whatever the barbershop is, 30 to 40-year-olds, or white. I've been to a white barbershop once. There's only like one that I could find. But still, who is a Bulls fan? As if Michael Jordan never played. You know, Michael Jordan's not even a real person. Like, why would they be a Bulls fan, bro?
I want to say, if there is a criminal, if there's a gang member in this country, someone who has committed any crime, big or small, get him out. Sure, I'll absolutely concede that. We don't need criminals in this country. But if you're talking about somebody who you don't know because you haven't afforded them due process, then you can't just make that claim.
But the fact remains, President Trump is not only securing our border, but he is deporting criminal, illegal aliens. And if Democrats want to stand in the way of that, and they want to tell their constituents, hey, vote for us in the midterms, vote for us in 2028, we'll make sure that the criminal aliens come back. Far be it from me to stand...
You know what? I don't care if it's bad politically. It's only bad politically because you're... oh, God. You people lie about it. You people lie about it. You lie about these innocent people being sent to these camps. You say they're criminals. I will stand on the right side. Believe it or not, I'm not a little baby that pisses my pants 24/7 like you guys. So I care about fact. I care about, I think empathy and sympathy is a good thing. I care about due process. I care about all these things. I'm not a little piss baby like you guys are. And it's one of those things where you lie so much about someone. You know, here's my big point. Here's my big point about this entire thing. Right now, the same people lying about Kilmar Garcia, these are the same people who are defending Jeffrey Epstein. The same people who are lying about this innocent person. I mean, maybe he did a crime. Maybe he jaywalked. I don't know. They have no criminal record on him. No criminal record at all. It was an illegal removing. Sent him to a torture camp in El Salvador, where they just execute people and starve them to death. Do forced labor. Like, you're defending Jeffrey Epstein with your energy. You gave fake Epstein files out to your little goons. You defend Jeffrey Epstein, and you're using all of your resources to go after this father. You ripped him away from his family, illegally, and now your argument is you can't get him back? When they start, and they're detaining American citizens. We are very close to them doing this to an American citizen. You're defending Jeffrey Epstein. You're Jeffrey Epstein's best friend. But when it comes to this guy, it's like, oh, this guy's a brown guy. You want to get out of the country. We got to say he's a child trafficker or whatever. Lying your asses off. I know that Christians would not go with this. Actual Christians, I know people who are decent people, who are religious. They would not be on the side of Charlie Kirk. Charlie Kirk is not a Christian. Charlie Kirk is a authoritarian. He's a Christian nationalist. He thinks he is God. He wants to be God. He wants the government to be God. He wants God to be the government. That's what they are. They're authoritarians. They are antithetical to everything this country stands for. And I hope the actual Christians in this country can come and care about these issues on a broad scale. I know abortion's a thing, and people disagree on abortion. I'll tell you what, we're not going to use $1 of your taxes to pay for someone else's abortion. If you say you are against abortion, okay? If you're against it. But right now, on any basic level, we need to be against what they're doing right now. We're not going to side with Jeffrey Epstein over the refugee. Jesus would not do that. Okay, there's a TikTok. That's what TikTok wants. There you go. That's what TikTok wants. That's what TikTok wants. I just gotta record clips. I'm gonna do 50 TikToks tomorrow, bro. 50 TikToks. I'm gonna make sure I look good on the camera.
And in your way, continue that message. Best of luck with it.
All right. And if Republicans want to run on, hey, we can disappear you with no due process, far be it for me to stand in your way. If Republicans want to turn the United States into Russia, where we disappear political opponents.
Gosh, she is so disgusting, bro. She is so disgusting. She is so pathetic and disgusting. She has a rich parent. She got into this because she couldn't be an actor. All right. She sucks at what she does. She had to be a conservative pundit because all they want is for you to look decent. And to them, decent just means like a Barbie doll. They don't really know what women are like. But like, bro, she is disgusting. Pam Bondi too. Pam Bondi. Talk about deportations. Look at her eyebrows floating away from her face. Like, holy shit, bro. Try to pull back these anti-human, anti-American policies. Try to pull back these illegal policies the same way she pulls back her skin to hide her wrinkles. Like, it's so pathetic. So pathetic. Look at all the Matt Gaetz effect. Marco Rubio. I swear to God, they're disgusting, bro. They have masks on. They go to that place where they shrink your skin so they don't have wrinkles anymore. It's crazy.
With zero due process, sending them to foreign gulags somewhere, if that's really what you're running on, behind the banner of the Party of Law and Order, be my guest.
This is an incredible success. President Trump has been able to do it in rapid speed, and there's nobody getting caught up that has a legal right to be here. You come into this country legally, you are up for deportation. That might make Democrats mad, but I think that most of us on the right and the country that voted for this are quite happy with what's going on.
By the way, there is a process, where you can deport someone to a third country. So, for example, Kilmar Garcia, he could not be deported to El Salvador legally because he escaped El Salvador as a minor, okay? As a minor, he escaped El Salvador, and he came to America, all right? And the thing is, if someone escapes gang violence from a authoritarian, third world, Central American country, and they make it to America, and all they want to do is work their ass off, and they never get involved at all with crime or break the law, that's the kind of person that builds America. That's why America's a thing. It's because of people like that. It's really just annoying. But if you wanted to deport someone like that who has just a withholding status where you can't be deported to El Salvador, for example, or you have a work permit, you can stay in America, you can find a third country that's safe to send them to. You wouldn't. And by the way, he's dead. I know no one wants to say this, but he's dead. He's definitely dead. He literally fled El Salvador to escape gang violence because his family was caught up with a gang because they, you know what they do, like they force you to be involved with them. They threaten violence upon you if you don't give them a percentage of your business, if you don't get involved in it. He's definitely dead. I mean, we don't even got to have a conversation about it. He's dead. The government killed a person with our tax dollars, ripped them away from their family. He's definitely dead. He's 100% dead. If he's not dead, he has 0% body fat, and he's wasting away, getting beaten and raped every day. To be completely blatant about this, like they are getting tortured in this place. There are innocent people getting tortured in this place, and this person was sent there for the crime of fleeing an authoritarian country and making it to America. And that's why if you're a Christian, there's no Christian who cares about their religion who would be okay with this. If you're a Christian and you're okay with this, you're not really a Christian. You fail the baseline to be a Christian. And no, you can't just like kill a bunch of people and send a bunch of people with the government to El Salvador and have them be killed and tortured and then say later on, hey God, please forgive me. You're intentionally lacking judgment right now because you're letting your bias override everything else. God knows that. If you believe in God, he knows that.
on.
It's interesting that you say nobody's getting caught up, because Abrego Garcia was caught up by getting sent to a foreign gulag in El Salvador when the Trump administration itself conceded that it was an administrative error. And so
I hate her. I hate her. Hope she gets hit by love and learns how to respect other people. I'm gonna restart the YouTube shorts. Hi, buddy.
Leave a message.
Oh, what? Oh, you're supposed to call. You're supposed to call. You're supposed to answer the phone call. You just called me. The El Salvador president is likely connected to MS. Yeah, he works within the gangs. I was thinking that too. But you think about someone who fled El Salvador and he made it to America, and now he's being sent back there. He's dead. Like, bro, that's like leaving Russia and coming back. Like, are you kidding me? Oh yeah. Also, the United States. I'm restarting the YouTube short stream. We're gonna try to get viewers. I don't know. Someone called. We'll talk to that person that just called. Oh god, the algorithm sucks for me. Restarting it. America is trying to pressure Europe to abandon Ukraine. America is trying to pressure Europe to abandon Ukraine. Like, America is pro-Russia. I hope you understand that. Like, Trump is pro-Russia. He sides with Russia over Ukraine. The only reason Trump does not go fully pro-Russian is because Americans don't like Russia for good reason. But Trump loves Russia. But yeah, it's not about us not giving aid or not. Or, us giving aid or not. It's not about Ukraine buying weapons or whatever. It's about we want to kill Ukraine. America wants to kill Ukraine. Explicitly. Every bad thing anyone's ever said about Trump, he has done it. Trump has raped people. Many people. You think he's telling the truth about that? You think he tells the truth about that? Pictures that showed bodies? Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, the Google Earth images. You guys never quit being salty. You never quit being a dumbass little boy. You're a little boy. Go watch cartoons or something, you dumbass. You're gonna drool all over yourself trying to pay attention to this shit. You should not talk about politics in any capacity, anytime, anywhere in life. Like, you literally have no capability to have any of these conversations. You're not a good enough person to have these conversations, because I know people that, you know what? They might not know about politics, but they're not dickheads. They're not dickheads. And sometimes you just gotta be a chill guy who's not an asshole. Dumbass. That's what I think of you, dumbass. Okay, I'm gonna restart my YouTube shorts. Hopefully someone watches. I don't care. I'm in a bad mood. I'm in a good mood.